Hey everyone, starting part 2 of my Mid-Atlantic Rail Trail tour, and this time at the Great Allegheny Passage, or GAP Trail as it's otherwise known. It picks up where the C&O Canal left off in Cumberland, Maryland, and I'm going to travel all the way to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's about 150 miles. Unlike the C&O Canal, it's not a towpath, but rather a rail trail built in the mid-1800s. Cold temps, but clear skies, and looking forward to the trip. Cumberland Bone Cave. So a couple miles out of Cumberland, continuing on west, it's pretty much just gravel surface the whole way. When I was out here in June, it was in the 80s. Now it's in the high 20s, so kind of chilly right now. Wish I wasn't wearing shorts.
Into the darkness we go, Brush Tunnel, 1911.
Okay, at mile 10, just in front of the sign. It's a beautiful morning. I'm gonna stop and strip some layers just because it's warming up, and plus my blood's pumping now, but what a nice fall day. Okay, passing mile 20. It's been a steady grind all the way since Cumberland, but if you look at the elevation profile, it's what I expected. So putting in the effort now. Once I get through Big Savage Tunnel, it's supposed to be mostly downhill all the way to Pittsburgh. About 3 miles or so from Rockport. I'm gonna stop there for lunch. This last stretch has been real pretty. It's about 10 to 4. I'm past Confluence on my way to Ohio Pile. Got the last of the sunshine, so got off the bike and just kind of basking in it right now before it starts to get cold again. But making good time overall. I think averaging about 14 miles an hour. The trail's really nice. Better shape than the C&O Canal, to be honest. It's very clearly man-made, and it's very smooth gradient throughout. It's been mostly downhill ever since the Continental Divide, so I'm just was able to shift up about 1 gear and able to keep a steady pace. So so far so good. I'm gonna probably end up riding into the night tonight though, just to make tomorrow a little bit shorter. It's roughly about a 5-hour drive back to the house after I finish. So get me hop back on the bike, keep going on. Okay, rolling into Connellsville. Like some other riders in front of us, but need some dinner here somewhere, and keep having to ride about another 2 hours. Probably darkness will probably catch up to me while I'm eating, so I'll have to go by light for the rest of the way. It's around 6:30. I forgot it was daylight savings time, so it's a hour earlier than what it feels like to me. But just hanging out in the hammock. It's my first time using it, so I'll get a couple shots of it. I just kind of hobbled it together, and it got down to about 30 or so last night. So I was a little concerned I was going to be cold, but I wasn't. I slept great, so I may be using more of the hammock in the future. But the sun's coming out. I rode until my battery on my light was almost out, so I kind of wanted to wait until I had some natural light this morning in case my light went out on me. About 38 miles to Pittsburgh, so I should be there before noon. Well, into the town of West Newton for a cup of coffee. Beautiful little town. It's been a good trip overall. Hats off to the trail crews out here. It's all volunteer based, and it's real cool to see the history of the region. Most of it's rail service back in the 1800s, but you see some modern steel industry as I'm getting closer to Pittsburgh. There's also been a lot of abandoned structures in times gone by. Hot Metal Bridge, first view of the Pittsburgh skyline.